Okay, Leo, this is your bonus reading. If you want a little more in-depth look at what these cards are, you can watch the Damon reading that I just posted. Oh, okay, so here's the thing. I was having these thoughts that I was going to share in this video for no reason, just because they were passing thoughts, and I thought, well, I'm a Taurus, I'm a fixed sign, Leo's a fixed sign, so we probably have a lot of similar traits, and I think one of them, or what was on my mind just now, is how we very rarely voice our needs. Very likely to voice our opinions, very likely to open up or speak on certain things, even about the self, but I think that we have this habit, we as in fixed signs, I'm triple fixed, so I think I can say that, you know, I'm Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. It's like no budging, which is not true. I'm actually quite flexible and really do go with the flow as long as there's no plan to do anything else. If the plan is to go with the flow, I go with the flow. Anyways, I just wanted to share that people may put you on the back burner or not prioritize you in the way that you do for them, but you also maybe don't vocalize that in the same way that they do to you. If someone says, I really need you right now, you're there for them. But then when you're in distress and you need someone, you feel like there's no one to turn to. But communication is going to be a key element to that, where you might just have to speak up and say, I need you. I've been doing it a lot the past, I don't know, few days, I guess, prepping for Leo season, because it's time that we took charge. And then as I was thinking about this and starting the reading, I noticed I have a bank card. I don't know when that happened, because didn't notice it before, don't know what I did just now, but it's the Hermit. If you're dealing with a Virgo, this is your sign. Otherwise, the Hermit represents self-sufficiency, looking within for the answers, relying on you and only you. So at the same time, although you may need to vocalize your needs a little bit better to the people that you care about and that care about you, you also got to learn to do it on your own in a sense, and to see that you are worth it and that you are valued. Another interesting thing that I was learning, a friend of mine, the Miss Jupiter herself, was telling me a bit about Chiron placements. And I don't know anything about it. Still don't have a full grasp on it. But my Chiron is in Leo. And so she was reading about how that affects me and what the wounds are, because Chiron's all about wounds or something. I'm not an astrologer. And as much as I am learning, I don't see myself ever being an astrologer, so it doesn't all stick. But I just think it's interesting that I didn't know what my Chiron was until last night, and it's Leo. As we're approaching Leo season, as we're entering this full moon, 1, 2, 3, 4 on my clock right now, and it was about feeling unworthy. So as much as everybody has these cliches about Leo being so vain and being the center of attention and having their way, I've never seen that in Leo like that before. And so I kind of don't buy it. And I'm feeling like y'all need a little more love and attention and feel that you deserve that love and attention. So I just wanted to share that message with you, Leo, especially if you're going through a hard time. But I think I'm going to just do the reading now, okay? So I hope that helped. I hope you're resonating. Maybe looking into your Chiron will help your journey of healing as well. But, yeah, so what's going on for Leo? It's the start of Leo season, baby. So what's happening? I am so excited for Leo season, because I just feel like Taurus season did not go how it usually does for me. Gemini season was up and down, as to be expected, I suppose. Cancer season was a mix of emotions, but overall okay, but also not great, you know? It wasn't exactly up and down. It was side to side, if you will. And so I don't want to say I have high hopes for Leo season, but I'm feeling really good about it. I am feeling so good about it. So, yeah, let's just see what's going on with Leos. Okay, what's up? Got a few cards. I was hoping to get a few more, but maybe this is more about self-expression. Maybe I should just be speaking the thoughts that are in my head, you know? Wake up in the morning, think about so many things. I don't know why that popped in my head, but maybe that's just been the vibe lately. It's gonna turn around for you, Leo. God damn it. Okay, I'm done. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do these, and we're gonna look at the bottom of the deck, and it's the Two of Swords piece. Okay, so it's a good place to start. We do have a lot of face down cards. I feel like I did a very specific setup for my last round of readings. You can go check that out. This is going to be more of a follow-up to that. And check out the Daemon for a little insight on finances. Spoiler alert, yours was about music, so there really wasn't much information beyond that. Damn it, I just talked you out of watching a video, but it's cool. Music is the focus. Music make you lose control. Okay, so Six of Discs, success. You really have nothing to worry about, Leo. I don't know. I feel like I was feeling very good and optimistic and positive and upbeat up until this very moment when I started to see the cards on the table. It was almost like this sinking feeling. It's almost like, Leo, lay your head. Okay, get some rest. It's okay. My whole last reading was all about the hustle and bustle and the wind and grind, whatever that means. But maybe you're more of a wake and bake mode, and that's okay, right? If you've been working really hard, now's the time to take it off and let everyone around you put in the work, okay? Focus on that passion project, all right? So, up top we have the Eon and we have the Hierophant. The Eon is judgment, and the Hierophant is sort of tradition. I mean, he's kind of a bossy bitch. We get that. He's basically a bishop, whatever. I mean, he's got the staff and the hat. I always think of him as a bishop. It's also Taurus, and we just were talking about how Taurus is also a fixed sign. So, knowing that your Daemon card was all about music, you might be getting some backlash, okay? You might be getting some criticisms or feedback that you don't like or you weren't expecting. Sorry, this is annoying me. You might be having a hard time right now, and people might not be so understanding. And that's what we're just talking about, vocalizing that. You know, maybe people are like, oh, this sucks, I don't like it. And you're like, damn, dude, I made it. And they're like, oh, sorry, it's fine. But instead of trying to get an honest opinion, try the approach of like, hey, I was working on something and I show it to you. I want to know what can make it better. And they will have a totally different approach where they'll start to recognize like, okay, you know, I don't love it. Well, why don't you love it? This, and this, instead of just like laughing in your face or something. I don't know why that was oddly specific. So I feel like that was for somebody. But yeah, the Eon with the Hierophant, it's like no matter what judgment you face, you have to be true to yourself. Okay? The Hierophant is full of ancient wisdom, and if you know what your purpose is, if you know what your path is, you need to stay on it regardless of what people think. Period. Okay? Just go for it, because Leo, you are special, right? Whether people want to admit it or make fun of you or whatever. And that's what I was saying at the beginning of this video, too, is people make fun of Leos for being all self-centered or whatever, but at the same time, it's just, I guess I don't have that many Leo friends just by coincidence, you know what I mean? But it just seems like I don't get that vibe at all. Just because you are someone who people gravitate towards doesn't mean that you were seeking the spotlight. You know, just because you have a lot of friends doesn't mean that you're the most social, or vice versa, you know? So whatever it is, let the haters hate, but you have to keep going, no matter what. And that's the message. You could stop there for all I care. Ton of more cards, but it's a babbly, okay? So anyway, we have the Princess of Swords and the Art card. The Princess of Swords, she's trying. She's making moves. She's maybe not so graceful about it. She's maybe not super calculated. Maybe it really doesn't even know what she's doing. Could have a little bit of pettiness behind it. But paired with the art card, I find that really interesting because although this is usually temperance, which would be sobriety, taking breaks, etc., I really think that this is more focused on the art aspect. Okay, and although, like I said, the Princess of Swords can be very petty, air energy, but the art card is Sagittarius, so we have that fire represented there too. Fan the fires of your heart, okay? Follow the passion and keep working at the art stuff. I mean, this is like repetition, repetitively. What's the word in between them? Repetitiously? Is that a word? You're really on the brink of something. And if people don't like your shit, it's because they don't like you and they don't like your success. Because you are successful. You're going to be successful. It's right there in front of you. If you're already doing it and you're wondering why you're having a little crisis or something, just keep going. But really focus on the art stuff, okay? Forget the work, forget the hustle, whatever. I mean, that's totally contradictory to what I was just saying in the last reading, but this is your season, okay? This is about you. And while everyone's under the impression that y'all are always about yourselves, I know better, especially a fixed sign like that. Okay, and the bottom of the deck is peace. And because it's the Two of Swords, it's like coming to terms, but, getting that peace treaty, okay? I don't know how many ways I can explain it, but it's good. What's this face down card? I just want to look at it because it's so low. Three of Swords. Interesting that I just brought up the Two of Swords and we're saying Three of Swords, sorrow. Look, if they gotta go, they gotta go, okay? If they gotta go, they gotta go. And even if you're sad, that doesn't mean you can't make sad art. People fucking love that shit. Art's all about emotion, no matter what emotion you're invoking. And you know what? If you want to improve your mood at all, you might as well get it out on paper, on canvas, in song, however you need to. If you're feeling sad, release it. It was all about communication, okay? If somebody hurt you, tell them, right? If you need to cut someone off, stop telling them, okay? Just do it. But either way, again, these judgments, these backlash, I know it's really building and it's really getting to you, Leo. I get that. I feel that. But you have to keep going, persevere, okay? So in the middle of all of this, we'll get to this, and then these are going to be our future cards. It's been a long time since I did that, but there was 5 face down off to the side. So these are definitely the future cards. This is kind of the more current. But they're out of order now. Well, there is no order. I didn't see what they are. I'm actually going to go crazy with it and just mix them all up because I have no idea what they were and I have no idea what the order is supposed to be, but that's what I believe I do, is figure it out, okay? So anyway, in the middle of all of this, we have the Chariot, all right? So this could be a Cancer. It could be Cancer season. It could be, what's been going on for you in the past month. But it's also about the road ahead and whether or not you're going to be stopped by blockades along the way or if you're going to be smooth sailing, and it's really up to you. Because next we have the Priestess. She is the all-knowing. She is the higher power almost. She's a high being at least. And if there was a Cancer in your life, that might be the person you're cutting off. But I don't know. Either way, it's like you kind of know what you have to do to get where you want to be. And it's time to sort of take it easy, but also implement it. Okay, I know it is mildly contradicting, and I can admit that. But I gotta read this as I go, so I don't really know what exactly it's gonna say until I'm saying it. It's also about finding that balance. Like, back to the Two of Swords. It's work and play, right? It's rest and action, okay, at the same time. And you find inner peace by realizing that you need to constantly be doing both. It's not necessarily work, relax. Work, relax. It's work, relax, work, relax, work, relax. Okay, you want that. Not like a You get it. And we have the Princess of Wands. Okay, so becoming a little, this is the second princess, which we don't love to see. We would much rather see queens out here, but again, this was the past month. And maybe it was a little bit of an emotional time for you, which really adds up because, of course, it's Cancer season. It's bound to get emotional. But you're starting a new journey, and it might be healing, it might be admitting, it might be changing, okay? Either way, it's very much tied into your emotions and it's tied into your passions. And you know, she's very hopeful. She's very grand. I mean, she's naked. She's in the wind, okay? And she's ready to go even with things holding her back. Okay? So that's you right now. And we have the Tower. All right? So part of the discouragement may have come from things kind of falling apart, even if it was just within. And so it's like the way I see it, but it's also like, I don't know. Like I accepted that the Tower was like such a severe card, but when I first got this deck, like before I was a tarot reader, you know, this is how I learned was on this deck without instruction, right? Without the culture of it, without knowing really hardly anyone who did it. I always really liked this card. And looking at it now, I don't really know what the appeal was. It's not a pretty sight. I mean, it's very chaotic, but I liked the color. I liked the bold artwork. I liked the third eye. I always looked at this as a very positive card. It's what you make it, okay? I've had Tower moments that I literally have never divulged to another living human being, okay? It's not always a bad thing to let things go, let things dissolve, let things away from you, right? And again, if you're sad, you had to cut them off, whatever, it's always going to be worth it because it's part of your journey. And you need to stay on your journey. You need to stay on your path. That's like the whole point, okay? If somebody says, hey, I don't want you on that path anymore, you say, hey, I don't want you on this path anymore. Goodbye. You're not redirecting me. I know what I'm doing. I know what I need to do. I know where I need to go. Buzz off. Light year. So fucking corny. That's what I got there. So anyway, down to the face down. Okay. It's all in what you make it. I think this life is what you make it, right? And that's just going to ring really true for you. And if you want to make it fun and you want to make it creative and you want to make it successful and you want to make it wild, then you fucking do that. Don't let anyone fucking dim your roar. Don't let anyone silence that roar, okay? Adjustment. Libra. Lots of air energy too. We have Virgo, Cancer, and Libra. I know Virgo and Cancer are not air, but we had all those princesses and the swords and everything. So there's a lot of air energy, but again, Virgo, Cancer, and Libra have come up now. Oh, and Sagittarius too. So you could really be dealing with anyone. But if you're thinking of someone and I just said their sign, then this is an extra special message to let them the fuck go. Okay? Ten of Discs, wealth. Okay? Here's the thing, and this, I can't remember if it was the Leo reading or if it was any random reading. You should just go watch them all. Sometimes we block our own success by not being truly prepared for it. Okay? So while you're feeling successful now, you have a whole world of wealth headed towards you or in your hands currently. And part of it is getting used to that. As silly as it sounds, people don't know how to act when they get money. I'm not going to get into personal, but at the same time, if you know me, you know me. I don't know. I am preparing for more because I know that since I have little experience with large amounts, I don't care. It can be really difficult. It can be such a drastic change. You have to be prepared, ready, and able to handle an increase in finances, an increase of assets, an increase of even people or the homestead or anything like that. You have to be ready for it But at this point, you need to get used to having money. You got to get used to that rich life. Okay? You got adjustment and wealth. Okay. On the up and up. On the up and up, Leo. What's this? You. It's lust. This is the Leo card. Okay? Could be an obsession, like with money. Could be a physical romance or a physical attraction. But this is a Leo reading, and I'm just going to go with this as it's just you. It's coming. All this work. I want to cry because the few Leos that I do have in my life are so important to me. And I say this from the bottom of my heart. It's all about to pay off. It is all going to pay off so soon. It's like, it's here for you. I don't know why I'm crying. That is really weird. I don't think I've ever cried during a reading before. It's like tears of joy and relief and like just letting it flow, getting it all out. If you've been sobbing lately, it's just because you know how much life is about to change, and while you may miss things that you have now, you won't even be thinking about them in the future. You might be distressed at the thought of letting them go, but at the same time, you have no idea. Leo! This is embarrassing. Oh my god. It's really gonna pay off. The Hermit again. If there's a Virgo, you need to stay with them, get with them, focus on them, partner with them. Especially if the Virgo is not a romantic partner, but a creative partner. Oh my god, I can't even handle this. This is really, really beautiful. I don't know why I'm getting so emotional right now. Hanged Man, please, please, please stick to it. Stay dedicated. You are so close. I know you all probably want to give up, and there's so many people who want you to give up and maybe even like tease or make fun of you or really, really tear you down. Don't listen to them. If you give up now, you are going to lose out on so much, and the thing is, you already have it. It's like if you stop, you'll stall, but it'll never be taken from you because it is already yours. Oh, why am I crying? Oh my god, Ace of Wands. Okay, so this is emotional, but it's about having your emotions in control. Okay, but also like fire energy. Even better than I was the last time, baby. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm good. Okay. Like sobbing. I'm probably gonna cry more after this. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't cry often. Like I'm intuitive. It happens, right? I feel other people's tears before they're sad. You know, I'm all about the emotions. I'm Scorpio rising, so I don't even cry in the closet. So many people see me cry, and yet everybody's like, "You so scary. Do you even feel anything?" Like, bitch, real fucking tears. For what? Some random Leo watching this video. Anyway, future cards. Let's get at them. I'm embarrassed. Nobody's a cute crier. Okay. 9 of Cups, happiness. The Sun. Not only is this just like my future's so bright I gotta wear shades energy, it's also that Leo is ruled by the sun, so this is a very powerful Leo card. Ace of Cups, okay? You cannot let anyone in there. This is your fortress, and it is a good place. You're finally doing well. Maybe you're feeling very stable. You're feeling very fulfilled. You're feeling very whole. You're feeling very wise. Let no one in, okay? Prince of Wands, okay, I don't love it. I don't love it. I would say don't get cocky. I know I just cried about your success and everything, but don't get cocky because it'll bite you in the ass. What is this? Knight of Swords. So it's crazy how much the Knight of Swords has come up lately. If you watch the last readings, it was one of these cards, and then in the Damon reading it came up, and I was just like, well, I'm gonna ignore it anyways. But or it was the bottom of the deck or something. Your attitude is only going to create more work for you. Okay, your attitude is only going to create more work for you. So this was really positive. It started off maybe with the bad stuff, persevering through it, got to a good point in the middle. I literally have been in tears. I just like, I'm about to text every Leo I know and just say congratulations, and they'll say for what, and I'll say, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Something. It's really, really just like you're gonna get the best deal of your life. There's so many times I come on here and I'm like, don't sign that contract. Do not make that deal. Don't take that deal. But if somebody offers you something, this is legit. Okay? This is legit. Oh my God. It's like, I wish that for myself, but there's no jealous feelings here because I'm so fucking happy for you, Leo. And that's how everyone in your team should feel too. So all this like negative feedback that you're getting, and I know it's from people you know, and I know it's like, you never know who your haters are until it's too late. Just saying. But watch the attitude. Your attitude will create more work for you. Now, that could mean your bad attitude is going to create more difficulties and more roadblocks and more bumps along the way. More work in that sense. Or if you're having more of a positive attitude, it'll come as opportunities, raises, praises, promotions, right? Your attitude creates work for you. So make sure you have a good attitude so that you have good work, okay? That's pretty much it. I knew this was going to be a good season. God bless every single one of you. Universe, guide, all of you. Please stick to whatever you're doing, because if they're hating, they're jealous. If they're trying to talk you out of it, they don't want you to be successful. If they are trying to prevent you from going, it's because they want your spot. Period. I don't care who they are, all right? Ignore them. Ignore them. For once in your life, forget what they think. Forget what they say. I know it's so hard, but hey, it's your time to shine, all right? So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Happy Leo season. $10 off any style reading for the rest of, not the month, but until Virgo, all right? So anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm so happy for you. Love you.